Have you ever read a sentence that made you pause, reread, and still feel a little lost? Sometimes the problem isn't the words themselves, but how they are strung together. Understanding how sentences connect makes a big difference in clarity. Sentences are considered incorrectly joined when two or more complete thoughts, also known as independent clauses, are combined without the proper punctuation or connecting words. These errors are commonly known as run-on sentences. The core reason these sentences are incorrect is that each independent clause can stand alone as a complete sentence. When you try to connect them without a suitable bridge, you create confusion for the reader. There are two main types of incorrectly joined sentences. The first is a fused sentence, where two independent clauses are simply jammed together with no punctuation at all. For example, the sentence, "The sun was bright, the birds were singing," is fused. The second is a comma splice, where two independent clauses are joined only by a comma, which is not strong enough to connect them. For instance, "I love grammar, it helps me communicate clearly," is a comma splice. A comma alone is insufficient to separate two distinct, complete thoughts. Proper joining requires either a period to separate them into two sentences, a semicolon, or a comma followed by a coordinating conjunction such as and, but, or, for, nor, so, or yet. Without these proper connectors, the relationship between the thoughts becomes unclear, forcing the reader to guess where one idea ends and another begins. To identify an incorrectly joined sentence, first look for two parts that could each be a full sentence on their own. If you find them, then check how they are connected. If there is no punctuation or only a comma between them, you have an incorrectly joined sentence. To fix them, you can separate them into two sentences with a period, join them with a semicolon, or use a comma plus a coordinating conjunction. For example, you could write, "The sun was bright. The birds were singing," or "I love grammar, it helps me communicate clearly," or even "I love grammar, and it helps me communicate clearly." Each method correctly clarifies the relationship between the independent clauses. A helpful tip is to avoid confusing a long, complex sentence with an incorrectly joined one. Complex sentences use subordinating conjunctions like because or although, or relative pronouns like who or which, to correctly connect independent and dependent clauses. Incorrectly joined sentences always involve two independent clauses that are improperly linked. Mastering this distinction allows you to construct sophisticated sentences without sacrificing clarity, giving your writing a professional and polished feel. Ultimately, recognizing and correcting incorrectly joined sentences is a fundamental step toward writing with greater precision and impact. It ensures your message is easily understood, preventing misinterpretation and making your communication shine. By applying these simple rules, you will elevate your writing and help your readers follow your thoughts seamlessly.